So I did my soliloquy I took my soliloquy from Taming of the Shrew. It's from Act 5, Scene 2. It's Katherina, like Kate's soliloquy at the end of the play. Katherina, Kate is now married to Petruchio. I made some notes. Through the text of the soliloquy and the delivery of the soliloquy, it seems that, Kate is now in love with Petruchio, and that, she's happy to be with him, but I feel that really this is just a display of how he's broken her will. I don't feel that he won her over by loving her. I feel that he brainwashed her. He starved her. He didn't let her really have a lot to drink. He deprived her of sleep. He deprived her of companionship. Deprived her of comfort. I've watched a couple of different versions of the play, the Elizabeth Taylor version and 10 Things I Hate About You. And in the Elizabeth Taylor version, they play it, I think, kind of typically how it is in Shakespeare's play, that, it should be a little bit light, kind of funny, it's considered a comedy. But I think that all it shows is him just breaking her will, breaking her spirit. And I don't think that it's an acceptable way to, treat a woman. There's even a line in the play where Petruchio talks about how he, teaches how to break the spirit of a shrew. I don't remember the exact language of it. I think that in 10 Things I Hate About You, I think they take the basic premise of the play in a better, more modern, receivable direction. That instead of the romantic male lead trying to break Kate's will and kind of force her into being with him, there's a little bit of lying that happens. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. But so there's a little bit of lying that happens, but there's no abuse that happens. It's instead of the story of this feisty, strong-willed woman, both in Katherina and Kat in 10 Things I Hate About You. In 10 Things I Hate About You, it's the strong-willed woman who isn't being broken, but is being shown that even though she's been hurt in the past, that it's okay for her to open herself back up for the right person. So I think that is better. And the poem that Kat reads at the end of 10 Things I Hate About You is kind of the parallel to Shakespeare's original soliloquy that I read earlier in the other YouTube video. But even in that, it's about her becoming vulnerable and falling in love. This soliloquy by Katherina from the play is about serving her husband and obeying her husband and putting herself below her husband, and that women are soft and weak, and they're supposed to, in return for their husband's work and service and providing for them, that they should be obedient and beautiful, and that's not too much to ask. And I just think that's just don't think that that's all right. I know that was really kind of normal how it went back in Shakespeare's day. Don't think that's all right. But I know that was typical then. But I think that it's not really what we should be doing and be encouraging and talking about. Men treating women that way now. It's definitely not okay.